What is up, Aries? How y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? It is time to go ahead and bust out your mid-month reading for March 2024. So when I do mid-month readings, what I am looking for is to see whether or not there has been a change of timelines. Because y'all know me, I like to give advice in my readings. And if you take the advice, the reason why I give it to you is so you'll have the power to change your timelines if you want. So that's the intention I'm putting into it, at least. All right, so for those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please look down there in the description box of this video. That's where you'll find everything you need to know. And for those of you who haven't grabbed up my newest course, The Beginner's Guide to Manifestation, you're missing out, man. I have been getting the most insanely positive response from that. It actually blew my mind. I mean, I knew it would get a positive response, but it like surpassed my expectations of the response that I've been getting from that. And remember, the intermediate guide to manifestation will be coming up very, very soon. Very soon. I can't give you an exact date, but it will be as soon as possible. All right. So let's see. What am I going to start this off with? What are we starting this off with? How about let's take a look and see what is going on. Let's see what's going on with the past person. Let's just start this off with the person from the past. Let's see if timelines changed. Whoa. Way too many came out. But that magician reverse did yell at me. We're going to put it back and see if it comes back through. All right. Past person that Aries dealt with. Let's see. Anything changed? Did timelines change? Ooh, got that karmic wheel. Moon card reversed. And, of course, we got that Six of Cups jumping out there, which would indicate to me that I do think that this person does miss you. So for those of you wondering whether or not the person from the past misses you, yes, I think so. But they still... That's kind of weird. The Six of Cups comes out in the upright, but the Six of Wands is reversed right next to it, which would indicate to me that they're kind of looking back on the past. They're not really holding a grudge, but they are still looking back on the past negatively, like they wasted their time or they failed, like it was a failure, like it was a waste of time. So yeah, it could be an Aquarius for some of you, but they don't really have high hopes. They don't have high apple pie in the sky hopes as to the possibility to whether or not the two of you could ever have something successful. So they're still off on a little quest to try to find somebody new. Doesn't really look like they're being too successful with that, but yeah. And they don't want you to know that they feel any type of way at all. With this Queen of Swords energy here, they would rather you think that they've forgotten about your existence, So, okay. Well, I guess let's see if they're taking any actions. That pretty much told me everything I need to know. Feelings, intentions, I don't even need to pull a spread for their feelings and intentions. That told it all. Is this person ever taking any kind of action towards you? Is there going to be any kind of outcome with this situation? Nah, Four of Cups. Nah. No, that's not a very action-packed card. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Cups reverse. No. Doesn't look like a lot of actions happening here. If anything, they're playing it off and just pretending that they don't care. But that's a load of bullshit. I think they're waiting on you. They're waiting to see if you will ever come forward and reconcile. We'll see what the advice is for that here in a minute. But like I said, you have to keep in mind, those of you who do want to reconcile with the past person, they are still holding on to some bitterness. They are still holding on to a little bit of resentment about whatever it was that went down. So just know going into it that they are still a little bit pissed off and a little bit hurt. So that energy could end up bubbling up to the surface if you choose to do that. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let's see what the advice is. Would it be a good idea for Aries to pursue the person from the past? Let's see. What would happen? What's the best advice here? Ace of Swords. So you want to have whatever it is that you want to say pretty well planned out, I think. Let's see why. That's weird. Hang on. If you want communication from this person, it's going to have to be you that does it. Pretty much going to have to be you that does it. Yeah, Knight of Swords too. So, yeah, you kind of want to have what you want to say pretty well planned out, I think. Because I think they do. I think they have what they want to say very well planned out. And to be honest with you, it's I don't know if it's too far off of anything that you've already heard them say, you know? They're probably not gonna fully open up to you 100%. And they're probably going to spend the first, if you all reconnect, they're probably going to spend the first week or two trying to put on a show for you, basically. Putting on a show for you, making it look like they're moving on and having a good time and loving their life and possibly even going as far as to paint a false picture. You know, so that gets kind of sketchy, man. When people start doing that shit, it gets sketchy as hell because, you know, if we're going to reconnect, it's not smart to reconnect with somebody and build that on a foundation of lies, you know? That's just not a very good idea. If we're going to reconnect, we both got to open all the way up 100% and be real, raw, and authentic, and vulnerable, you know? And it just does not look like this person would be so willing to do that in the very beginning, you know? So what I would recommend is if you're going to communicate with this person, do the best you can to just put your expectations aside. I know that's hard to do, but just try if you can. And it's going to take some patience. It's going to take some patience while you wait for this person to really, truly open up and be as vulnerable as possible about how they feel. And then more importantly, own up to some changes that they need to make. Okay? That's one thing that a lot of people don't like to do is open up about the changes they need to make, you know? All right. Let's see what's going on with the single Aries and your love interest. Let's see if there's been a timeline change. Anything change going forward between Aries, singles, and your love interest, person that you're interested in. Let's see. Knight of Pentacles. Two more shuffles. Okay, King of Wands reversed. Uh-oh. Some of y'all interested in a game player. Ooh, you and this person do have past life karma. That's the reason why you feel so strongly connected to this person. But there's somebody else that they're in love with. I'm thinking that this feels to me, at some point, I don't know when, but at some point, this person got hurt very, 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 very badly. And to be honest with you, this feels recent. I think for the majority of you, this feels recent. When I say recent, I'm talking the last 2 or 3 months, maybe. Doesn't have to be. I mean, I've seen people hold on to this kind of shit for fucking years, but this feels kind of recent. So this person was, I think, recently hurt badly. And right now, 7 of Cups, King of Wands reversed. They just going out playing around and you know, they just want to play around to do anything that they can to distract themselves from this heartache. Because what they really want is to reconcile with somebody from the past, is what they really want. I don't know if you have been intimate with this person or not, but if you haven't, I would advise that you proceed with caution on that. Because I don't think, I'm going to have to see how this person feels about you. They do feel an unusually strong connection with you. They do, because you all have a karmic contract. So they do feel an unusually strong connection with you. But so far, man, it does not look emotional at all. This does not look emotional at all. It looks like the only emotions this person has is for somebody from the past. Death card reversed. 8 of Cups reversed. 10 of Cups. This is all past shit. Past shit that came to an end. Somebody fucked them over real good and hurt them bad. Let's see how they feel about you. Let's see how this person feels about you exactly. How does this person feel about Aries, universe? How do they feel about Aries specifically? They don't want you to know anything about how they feel about anything. It could be a Pisces for some of you. All right, last one. Temperance. Ooh. Now, they are interested in you. They are interested in you. But I think that they're... How am I going to word this, man? See, there's the 7 of Cups again. Okay, there's the 7 of Cups again. So again, they just want to find somebody. Somebody, anybody. And it doesn't really look like this person is actually emotionally connecting to anybody, because the person they're in love with, they walked away from. So, King and Queen of Swords, they are interested in you, but it's kind of like, maybe like a little crush type thing, you know? But I think that they're concerned that you're going to see straight through their bullshit. Some of you already do. Because, like I said, they're kind of playing a game. And they're putting on a front. Because they don't want you, or anybody else for that matter, to know who they really are and what's really going on inside here. But they're a little bit afraid that the little persona that they're putting up isn't going to work on you. Yeah, you intimidate them a little bit. So, I don't think this person has the bandwidth to, even if they wanted to, even if they did have really, 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 really strong feelings for you, this person doesn't have the bandwidth to process a true, genuine love connection with anybody right now, because they're still carrying the vibrational baggage from their past. They're still carrying all their past vibrational baggage. And right now, they're trying to find a relationship to distract them from their heartache, Just like an alcoholic is getting drunk to try to forget about their stress, you know? Past, this person's past keeps coming up. Oh, man. Okay, well, let's see how this is playing out. Let's see if there's going to be any kind of outcome. Is this person taking any actions? How's this playing out? Now, that deck said no. Hang on. How about this one? How's this playing out? Going to be any kind of outcomes, actions, anything good? Ace of Pentacles reversed. I'm not seeing an offer being made, man. No, I'm not seeing an offer being made. What's the advice? What's the advice for Aries? What is the advice? Death card reversed. Oh, Two of Cups reversed. Devil card reversed. I would caution that if you are going to be intimate sexually with this person, proceed with caution. The only thing you can do, okay, now I haven't given this advice in a while, but this is actually very helpful advice. It's not easy advice to take, but if you can take this advice and apply it, you'll go a long way, okay? So especially whenever you're interested in somebody who has somebody else on their mind, whether it's another love interest or a past person or whatever the case may be, the only thing you can do is be you 100%. Unapologetically be you. Now, the idea is the person should be able to look at you and look at the person that they're interested in and be able to see who is the most valuable. Now, here's what you do, okay? Go inside and ask yourself, am I bringing value to the table? Can I add to your life in some kind of positive way? Would you being with me actually add value to your life? That's the question that you ask yourself, okay? Ideally, I'm going to trust that most of my followers are offering some value. Probably a few of you that aren't, but that's between you and your higher self. But I'm going to go ahead and give the majority of my subscribers the benefit of the doubt and assume that you're actually offering something valuable, right? So here's the question. If you know that what you have to offer is valuable and this person is too stupid to see it, would you even make a good team anyway? I haven't used this analogy in a long time, okay? I'm gonna use my diamond ring analogy, okay? Imagine you walk up to a homeless man standing on the side of the road holding a sign. Homeless, anything helps, God bless. And you walk up to him and you offer him a diamond ring. Say, here, dude, take this. Take this, you can have it. You could take this up to the little pawn shop up the street, get an easy $1,000, $1,500 for it. Here, take it. What would you say if he turned you down? What would you say? Nah, I don't want that. Those diamonds look fake. I don't want that. You keep your diamond ring. I don't want that. I'm going to stand here holding my sign. Hopefully here in the next couple hours, somebody will throw me a $5 bill. What would you say? Would you waste your time, effort, and energy desperately trying to get this person to understand that the diamond ring is valuable? No. You'd probably laugh at him and call him an idiot and walk away. You dumbass. All right, you're the one missing out, not me, stupid. So that's the way you have to look at yourself. I know what I have to offer and what I bring to the table. I know that I am offering value. Now, if you can look at me And you can look at that other person and you're too stupid to see that what I have to offer is valuable, maybe we wouldn't make a good team then. If you're that dumb, we probably wouldn't make a good team. We probably wouldn't. Because I don't know about you, but if you want to be a part of my life, I got goals. I got goals, I got dreams, I got aspirations. And I need a teammate that knows how to identify a good opportunity. If you can't identify an opportunity and you would rather go chase after some low-life piece of shit that's already proven to you that they're no good, especially if it's a past person, this person's already shown you time and time again that they don't have any value to bring to the table, and you still gonna go chase after the dog turd when you're being offered a diamond ring? Well, you a dumbass, and we wouldn't make a good team anyway. Hey, man, that can be a hard, painful path to walk. But if you can walk that path with pride and integrity, you won't regret it. It might be painful, but one of these days you will end up looking back on the situation and you'll be like, damn, thank you, universe, for not giving me what I thought I wanted. Thank you so much, universe. You'll be glad that the universe didn't let you get stuck in that trap. Promise you that. All right, let's take a look at the current person. I don't think I've done any current person readings for March, have I? Let's look at the current relationship, current person. If you are not experiencing any problems, issues, or concerns in your current relationship, this is not for you. What is happening between Aries and the current person? Boom. Oh, shit. Somebody, I don't know who, but somebody is this close to abandoning this situation altogether. Is that you? Is that you? Maybe some of you even have a couple of bags packed, possibly. You just be looking at that door like, man, I can't wait to take off out that motherfucker. I'm gone, man. Somebody, I feel like somebody's about to abandon this. Two more. Damn, this deck is getting an attitude. Never mind. You know what? That's the second time this deck has gotten an attitude with me today, so we're going to put it up. Let's see what the Golden Art Novale. Oh, there could be a suspected third party. Could be a suspected third party. Yeah, see? Ten of Swords. Somebody's about to just completely give up on this altogether. If you haven't already. Eight of Cups. Somebody's walking away. Somebody is just straight up walking away. Now, we got this Lover's card here. And the Knight of Cups. So, you could be walking straight out of this relationship into a new one. It almost kind of feels like either you're about to leave them for somebody or they're leaving you for somebody else. We got that Tower card, Eight of Cups. But then we got Knight of Cups, Lover's card in the same spread. Three of Cups. Oh, there is definitely a suspected third party. Wow. Is that you about to leave them for somebody else? Or is this you suspecting that they're going to leave you for somebody else? I'm honestly not getting a real clear picture as to who this is. So let's look at the current person's feelings and intentions for you. Let's see how they feel about you. Let's see what their energy really looks like. How's their energy looking towards you? This person just doesn't want to be alone. That's the only reason why they're with you. They're afraid of being alone. Queen of Wands. So, okay. Yeah, they don't trust you. They're the ones that suspect that you are the one with a third party. They don't trust you. So, because they don't think they can trust you, they think that you're being dishonest with them, so they're being dishonest with you. This is one of those types of things, where when for whatever reason, I don't know if it's warranted or unwarranted, I don't know if it's legitimate or not, but whenever somebody feels like they can't trust you, they're not going to be honest with you either. See what I'm saying? So can you really fully, truly trust this person? No. Because they don't think they can trust you. I don't know why they think that. They don't really want this to come to an end, but they feel like it's over anyway. If they could push a magic button and make your all's relationship go back to normal, they would. They don't want it to come to an end, but they feel like it's over anyway. So they suspect that you have a third party. And I don't think for a lot of you that this person does have a third party, but if they could, they would. If they could, they would. And that, to me, it's all that matters. It's all that matters. I'm not only concerned, like people come to me and they'll ask me, is this person cheating on me? And I would like to invite you to ask a different question. Not just, are they cheating, but would they? That's the question. Would they? Because right now there's a lot of relationships out there, and the person is being faithful, but not because they want to. They're being faithful because they're afraid of getting caught. So the question is, if the person was put in the right situation, under the right circumstances, would they cheat? That's the question. I think this person would. I think they would. Because they don't feel like they can trust you. I don't know why they feel that way. I think you're going to be walking away from this before spring is over. I don't think this relationship is going to survive the spring season. When your season, Aries season, pops up, pew, it's going to be off to the races, man. You are starting new and starting fresh, and a lot of you are just straight up walking away from this. Yup. Hey, your season, Aries season, that's the real new year, right? That's the real new year. Now, yes, collectively, when billions of people focus on something, like January 1st being the new year, yes, we can collectively manifest lots of cycles to end and new cycles to begin, because enough of us are focused on that. But the real new year, the real cycles, the big transformational cycles that end and begin happen in Aries season. Yup. Thinking a lot of you are starting new and starting fresh here. Let's get the advice on this. What's the advice for Aries with the current person? 9 of Pentacles reversed. Don't let money be the only thing that keeps you in a relationship. I don't know who needs to hear that. Probably not all of you, but there's a couple of you. Page of Swords. So I think this deserves at least one last conversation. We need to at least have one last conversation with this person to make 100% sure that we are just not on the same page at the same time, working towards the same goal. Do we even speak the same damn language? But if y'all don't, man, Tower card. I mean, I'm trying to bend this a little bit to meet you in the middle here somewhere. But it honestly feels like y'all are one little Jenga block away from it just... Actually, to be 100% real with you, you know what I'm seeing here? I've been trying to work around this, but with that Devil card, Tower card, man, I can't really work around this. The way this energy looks right here, this should have come to an end a long time ago. For some of you, it may have come to an end a long time ago, and you all already reconciled, you know? I would say at least have one last conversation, if you can, to see, is there any way we can get on the same page at the same time, working towards the same goal? But if not, which I think for the majority of you that need to hear this reading, probably not, and you're wondering whether or not walking away is the right choice, it's the right choice. It's the right choice. When it's that bad, especially if this has already come to an end before. This has already come to an end before once, twice, and you see nothing has changed. The question is, at what point do you draw the line and say, well, I guess nothing is going to change? One thing that I've kind of observed, and it's hard to throw a blanket statement over this kind of thing, but generally speaking, the first 2 to 3 years of a relationship is where the majority of the bending and flexing and changing and adapting and learning is happening. Now, no, that's not all of it is happening in the first 3 years, but a lot of really huge changes are being made in the first 2 to 3 years. After 3 to 4 years, we really need to sit and take a look at some of the changes that need to be made, and we need to start cracking down on that shit. Because after about 3 or 4 years, if there's a certain area that needs work and it's being neglected, it's gonna fucking crumble to the ground, dude. I'm telling you what. But after about 5 years, for the very most part, and again, it's hard to throw a blanket over this, but from what I've seen, about 90% of the time, after about 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, if the change that needs to be made hasn't been made, what you got is what you got. What you got is what you got. That major change, and I'm not saying that, you know, you should go from being one person to completely transforming your whole life in that 5 years. Ideally, you should, but I'm saying if you haven't even seen the slightest amount of effort being put towards whatever that needs work in the first 5 years, they ain't going to if they ain't done it in 5 years. If you let somebody get comfortable and complacent for 5 years, they're going to stay comfortable and complacent. Okay? So if you're wondering whether or not walking away from this is the right or the wrong decision, I'm going to tell you what. If you don't walk away, the universe is going to kick the tower over on you and force it. I don't see it surviving 2024 either way. Okay? All right, well, I feel like those were the messages that my Aries friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check down there in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.